I'm not going to let this define what my future is.
How do you maneuver through those dark hallways?
Faith. You have to have your faith. It's, thank God that I got it. You take it for granted on days that things are good, and you lean on it when days are bad, and it's taught me to lean on it a little more every day.
Have you experienced a peace that passes all understanding?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I finally got to a point in the spring. I was diagnosed in October of 21, and I was going through all the chemo, and the first time I'd been through chemo and radiation surgery. And I just got to a point where I was comfortable with whatever happened. I had my brain wrapped around it, and I was in a good spot.
Country music and the music industry overall lost one of its most iconic stars earlier this year to cancer. Country music superstar Toby Keith died of stomach cancer on February 5th. A few weeks ago, country music's biggest stars paid tribute to the late singer in the NBC special Toby Keith American Icon. The 2-hour musical event, which aired Wednesday, August 28, brought together a plethora of musicians to honor Keith's life and legacy. The star-studded tribute, filmed in Nashville earlier this year, featured Luke Bryan, Carrie Underwood, Jelly Roll, and more top artists. The special celebrated the life and legacy of Keith, known for his hits including Should Have Been a Cowboy, How Do You Like Me Now?, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, The Angry American, and Red Solo Cup. The list of guest stars also included Trace Adkins, Eric Church, Jordan Davis, Scotty Emmerich, Brantley Gilbert, Riley Green, Hardy, Tyler Hubbard, Jamie Johnson, Krystal Keith, Ella Langley, Ashley McBride, Parker McCollum, Mac McAnally, Darius Rucker, Clay Walker, and Lainey Wilson. His wife, Tricia, along with their 3 children, were also present. Keith's daughter, Krystal, also paid tribute to her amazing father, who she said made sure that despite his superstar status, she and her siblings had the most normal childhood. Krystal fondly recalled how when kids at school would ask her what her dad did, she would tell them that he was a plumber. She added that Keith thought it was hilarious at the time. Even later on, when his popularity grew, and people realized that Krystal was a famous offspring, she would tell them that her father was Garth Brooks instead of Toby Keith. Keith chose to live a quiet life despite his celebrity status. Although he went on to become more than a singer and songwriter and appeared in movies and built businesses, he remained a humble man. Krystal also recalls how her father tried very hard to give them a normal childhood and said it was the people around them who changed and became distant. Keith also taught his children valuable lessons and prepared them if they ever wanted to enter show business. Krystal, in particular, received wise words from her father on how to tackle the good, the bad, and the ugly of the music industry. Throughout his life, Keith also strongly believed in giving back to society and to those in need. In 2024, he helped set up Allie's House, a cancer charity that was named after Allison Webb, the daughter of Keith's former bandmate. He was a longtime advocate for pediatric cancer research and advocacy through the Toby Keith Foundation. So it was only natural and right that the tribute event would support the OK Kids Chorale, a center for children receiving cancer treatment and their families that provides accommodation facilities at no cost. In his passing, Keith not only left behind a musical legacy, but also the legacy of a life well lived and one that inspired others to always dream big. Keith's own children are testament to the path he forged. He has also inspired many country musicians that came after him. Through his music and philanthropy, he has also reached thousands and helped uplift lives and communities. While alive, he made several trips to the Middle East to perform for those serving in the U.S. military. As a son of a veteran, Keith had profound respect for military personnel and paid tribute to his own father's sacrifices through these performances. Continuing his work for uplifting the lives of young people, Keith filmed a PSA for Little Kids Rock, a national nonprofit that works to ensure that music programs and education remains a part of school curriculums in underprivileged schools across the United States. Keith's cancer diagnosis was revealed in June 2022, and he underwent a series of chemotherapy and surgeries. For 6 months, he battled with the cancer that left him debilitated and tired. He passed away, peacefully in his sleep, at the age of 62. In all, Keith released 19 studio albums, 2 Christmas albums, and 5 compilation albums during his career, totaling worldwide sales of over 40 million albums. A whopping 61 of his songs hit the Billboard Hot Country Songs charts, including 20 #1 hits and 22 additional top 10 hits. He was nominated for 7 Grammy Awards and was also awarded the National Medal of Arts by President Donald Trump in 2021. Keith also had a profound impact on families in the U.S. When he married Trisha, the singer adopted her first daughter, Shelley, now aged 44, after the two wed in 1984. The pair then had their first child together, Krystal, in September 1985. Their third child, a son named Steelen, was born in April 1997. All 3 children fondly remember a doting father who, despite his busy schedule, would always make time for them. This, perhaps, is the greatest legacy that the iconic star leaves behind.